And starting Monday, government-issued red plates will also no longer be allowed on the busway. Returning now to our lead story, former President Rodrigo Duterte speaks up after being summoned over a grave threat complaint filed by Representative Franz Castro. Joining us now on the line is Duterte's former legal counsel, Salvador Panelo. Attorney Panelo, thank you so much for joining us. When the former president says he was being oppressed by France, was he referring to Representative Franz Castro?
What did he say? He was being what?
When the former president said that he was being oppressed by France, was he referring to Representative Franz Castro?
I do not know. He didn't mention the family name.
Mm. So why do you think Attorney Panelo is he being oppressed by France? What are the grounds?
I don't know. I have to ask him. I have to ask him.
So you haven't spoken to him?
I cannot read his mind, Rico.
Okay, yeah, I know Attorney Panelo, but we're asking for your opinion. So has he consulted you regarding this case?
No, I think he's completely ignoring it because he knows for a fact that there is no probable cause. And the only reason why that complainant filed it is for political propaganda.
So are you saying then that this criminal complaint filed by Representative Franz Castro has no legal basis?
Definitely, absolutely no legal basis. Rico, I read the part of her affidavit as quoted by the newspapers. And it says that the former president remarked saying, France, all communists, I'd like to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that in Filipino, France, lahat kayo mga komunista gusto kong patayin.
Yeah.
That is not a threat, Rico. That is an expression of an idea or a desire. That is not a threat.
But is he not insinuating that it's Representative Franz Castro? Why include the word France?
Insinuation is not a crime, Rico, assuming it is an insinuation. He was referring to all the communists. And we should read his remarks in the context of communists being the enemies of the state, and they should be eliminated legally.
So why is he saying that he would rather go to jail than being oppressed by France?
He could be joking when he said that. You know, the former president is very fond of hyperbole. Exaggeration. He puts drama in what he says.
And so, Attorney, the former president, as we all know, can no longer exercise presidential immunity from suit. Will he show up during the preliminary investigation of the case?
Well, that depends on him. He can either ignore it, he can go there by himself or by counsel.
Mm-hmm. And if he's going to be represented by counsel, Attorney Panelo, will he submit his counter affidavit and list of witnesses if he were to seek your counsel and your advice?
I have to see the complaint. Well, what I can tell you is that, not that I'm preempting the prosecutor investigating it. If the affidavit is on the basis of those remarks, if I were the prosecuting member of the panel looking at the affidavit, I would outrightly dismiss it because there is no basis for the complaint. Absolutely no basis.
Senator Laila de Lima, who's now out on bail, Attorney Panelo, may eventually be acquitted. Yes. And she said that there should be a day of reckoning and those behind her detention should be brought to justice. And it is no secret that the former senator is referring to former President Duterte, among others. What can you say about this?
Well, as the president says, do it. Be my guest. That's what he says. What would be the basis for filing a complaint against the former president? It was not he who filed the complaint. It was the DOJ. And DOJ says there was probable cause. In fact, the court issued a warrant for her arrest, validating the existence of a probable cause.
And Attorney Sal, no, Mr. Duterte is also facing an investigation by the International Criminal Courts on the drug war. Do you think it's just a matter of time for the ICC to formally start trial and summon the former president?
It's just a matter of time of throwing them out of the country if they come here.
Does he have the support of this government that they will be banning the ICC from entering the country?
Well, the official position of President Marcos Jr. is that ICC has no jurisdiction, and we should stop communicating with it. As far as this government is concerned, it cannot interfere into the internal affairs of this country.
But what if this administration will change its stand, will change its course?
But that is a speculation that we'd rather not delve into. Let it happen.
And amid all of these issues and cases, what should be Mr. Duterte's next moves?
Well, as far as the president is concerned, ICC has no jurisdiction over him nor over this country. In fact, they're daring him to come over.
Thank you, Attorney Sal, for your opinion and for your views. Former President
Thank
Rodrigo
you.
Duterte's former legal counsel, Salvador Panelo.